Welcome back to our next kicking video. In our principles of kicking video that preceded this one, we talked about a lot of things with our basic kicks in regards to weapon to target and how it would look hitting the bag. We also identified the various weapons on the foot and their Japanese terms and where they would go in relation to the kick. Today we're just going to work on a little bit of the kicks themselves. So we're going to start with our basic front kick known as Meigeri, and our basic kicking position would be one foot to the rear, seisan stance, hands out tight to the side. Starting with basic straightforward kick. Point the knee, kick out and back, and placing it back down. At regular speed, it looks like this. The next kick we'll do is called basic side kick. It's the same front kick motion, but now to the side. Side and side blade kick are both known as yokogeri. So for balance, we're going to keep our hands out, but instead of keeping them out to the side where we could kick our hand, we're going to bring our hands now straight to the center this way. On basic side kick, first thing, you're going to look to the side, see your opponent coming in, then turn the rear foot so the toes are facing that person. Do the basic same front kick motion to the side, and then placing it down. Okay. Now moving on to side blade kick, also known as yokogeri. This time, when our opponent is still coming from the side, so we're still going to look at them, but this time, as we talked about in our principles of kicking video, we're going to use the blade of the foot. So we're going to bring our knee up to chamber, come straight out to the side with the kick, okay, and then placing it back down. So look first. Side blade kick, and then down. Once again. Hit! The next kick is basic back kick. For basic back kick, our hands come back out to the side, just like they did for the front kick. Someone is attacking from behind, so the first thing is you're going to look at them. Now you're going to bring the back leg, you're going to bring that knee up just a little bit. You don't need to point it as high as the front kick. You're just trying to get it up to get a little power so that you can put all that power into the heel of your foot. After you look, bring that up, then lean forward just a little bit like you're bowing, not too much, but to get the height of the kick, the more you lean, the higher that kick goes. Remember, this is done with the heel of the foot. So, look, point, straight out back kick, and down. Once again, and back. This time, we're going to demonstrate knee strike. So this time when we get into our kicking position, we're going to put one foot to the rear. That side, we're going to put our hand out flat as our focus target. Our other hand will be tight on the hip. So for basic knee strike, you're going to slightly sweep the foot back and curl the toes down, opposite direction of where we would curl them for our front kick. So you're going to curl the toes down, and then make sure you bring your knee up to your hand and strike the target. In this way. Okay. So once again, straight up. In. Now we're going to demonstrate a couple of basic kicks from a basic fighting guard. So we'll take our right foot to the rear, little seisan dachi on the angle, and put up our guard in the front. The next kick we'll demonstrate is roundhouse kick. On roundhouse kick, my toes right now are pointed in this direction. In order to properly execute the kick, we want to point them in the opposite direction. So if you break it down, this front foot would turn first, then your back leg would come all the way around in a little half circle kick, and then back to come up. Okay? When we do it in a full motion, that foot will pivot as we raise our knee on a slight 45-degree angle up towards the ceiling. Okay? And then ball of the foot is the weapon. Roundhouse kick, mawasha geri. Pivot, switch, and kick. Once again. Hit. The next kick that we're going to do is double fake kick, known as Moroto Tobi Meigeri. For double fake kick, we want our back leg to come up and point the knee, just as we did in our front kick. So when we did in our front kick, we did it from a basic kamae here, and we pointed our knee. This time we're doing it from a fighting guard, but the principle is still the same. We're going to point our foot up, as if this kick is coming out with a front kick. Hopefully our opponent will try to block on that side. Then we're going to take a little hop, switch our feet, and kick with the other foot. So we bring this up, and then switch, and kick, and then place back to bar. Once again, hit, and then back. The next kick that we're going to do is Crescent Kick, Mikazuki Gari. So there's two types of Crescent Kicks. One is going to come to the inside. Inside Crescent Kick is with the instep of the foot. We don't talk about that as much in the Principles of Kicking video, but the instep of the foot can be a weapon in certain kicks. So the inside Crescent Kick is going to use the instep of the foot. It's a slight knee bend, but the leg stays more straight, comes up and a little around, like a little rainbow or horseshoe on the top, and then comes back into position. So using the instep of my back foot, target is the head. I'm going to come up and around this way, and then control and back. Okay. Once again, up and around, and back. The next kick is Mikazuki Gari Crescent Kick to the outside. So now we're going to use the outside of the foot, which is the blade of the foot. The target is still the head, but now this time, instead of coming out like I did an inside Crescent Kick in a circle this way, I'm going to bring my feet closer together so that that slides past, and then the blade of my foot will come around to the target. So I'm going to bring this together, up, and into the outside. Okay, so once again, coming up, hip, and around.